Hi, welcome to the web show of Todd, the only show on the web with Todd. Now, as you all know, I want to strike it rich, and I thought a really good way of doing that would be to get a sitcom. And in order to get a sitcom, you got to be a stand-up comedian. So, I've been doing a lot of research. And there are books about how to be a stand-up comic, and all of them seem to say to start from the same place. What you need to do is you write a list of all the things that bother you, that trouble you, and then you find a hook from those things, and you create a stand-up routine, and that's your unique point of view that's also universally enjoyed. So the secret is to have a passion, come from a passionate place, but also have a universal appeal. Now the books all say to write the list of the things that you hate, that bother you. So I'm going to write a list of 5 things really fast. I've got my paper and I got my pen, and I'm going to write them down. I'm not even going to think. I'm just going to let it flow. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. All right, cool. So I did that without thinking. So now I just got to look at the list. All I got to do is look at the list, and then I'll find a hook. And then I'll be a stand-up comedian, and then I'll get a sitcom, and then I'll be rich. All right, so let's look at the list. Number 1, this is very, very exciting. Number 1, Jesus. Okay, I don't know why I wrote that. It was coming off the top of my head, and obviously that's not going to work. There's too many people that will be offended by that, so I'm not going to do that. But that's fine. That was only one thing on the list. So number 2 is Jesus' dad. Okay, obviously that's going to offend all the people who love Jesus and Jesus' dad, and it'll even offend the people who don't believe in Jesus but still love Jesus' dad. So I can't do that. And I don't. This is really, I don't know why this stuff is coming out. Like, I'm sure it's just that's all there is. Number 3 is the Holy Ghost. Wow, I covered all the signs of the cross, didn't I? I don't know what. There's obviously something from my past that's coming out here. I was raised Catholic. I don't know what. Although the Holy Ghost, nobody really knows what that is. So maybe there's no. You know what? It's too risky. It's too risky. I'll just scratch the first 3. Don't matter. What really matters is number 4. I'm sure this one will be good. Child molesters. Oh. That's great. Everybody hates child molesters. There's a universal thing. Now we're cooking. And so all I need is a hook with the child molesters. Like, what do I make fun of? Make fun of, priests. Okay. Okay. The first 4 are junk, but we still got a 5th one, and maybe this one. Number 5 is myself. I'd like to think I'm not universally disliked or despised. You know what? I think stand-up comedy is the wrong route for me. I think sitcom maybe is a bad idea. So I'm going to do something. You know what? I know how I can get rich. I'll write horror novels. And I'll get rich like the Stephen King guy. I'll be the next Stephen King. So here it is. I've written a book called The Last Road Trip. Yeah, The Last Road Trip. The way I see it on my phone, it's backwards. But no, that didn't do anything. But anyway, you can get it at Amazon.com. Come on, folks, you gotta get the horror novel so I can become the next Stephen King. This is my whole retirement plan. Don't let me down. Don't. Help. Read.